Man, you seem like you should get more time off now.
Hello and welcome to the crossover, where nothing is out of bounds and everything is fair game. We have a lot to cover with you today, but first, let's check in with the Tunnel Crew. Please give a warm welcome to Stats, MVP, Rooftop, TP, and AT.
What's happening, everybody? And once again, it is time for At Home with the Crossover. I am your man, Big T, alongside my tag team partners, the usual cast of characters. You know what? We're going to start with him. We normally don't start when we normally end with him. We're going to start with the man that's got his head turned to the his head turned to the camera. You can't see it. Go ahead and spin around. Let's go ahead and get it on out the way. For those of you who are new to the show, I'm talking about Birdman. He's a huge Eagles fan. He's a huge Wake Forest fan and anything. He's a huge LeBron James fan. That's why he's wearing the Lakers hat. And he's a big wrestling guy also. He don't have a belt on, thank God. But we're talking about none other than Birdman is in the house. Bird, what's up?
It's ironic that it's week 7 in the NFL and the Bible says they shall mount up with wings as eagles and God created the world in 7 days. Catch on.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Hey, he coming out the gate trying to preach. So,
Right.
Preach. Okay. All right. All right. Then we got the man that brings the Ag swag to the show each and every week, representing Aggie Nation, and they usually always have Aggie gear on. But you know what? He's also a Giants fan, and
that's right.
Boys are balling out right now. His New York Giants are 5-1, so he's repping the Giants tonight. Aggie P is in the house. AP, what's up?
Well, Aggie Pride is still nationwide, Big T, but we are 5-1 ahead of the Dallas Cowboys. I got to rep the Giants tonight.
So you got to rep.
I got to. I'm gonna ride this as long as I can.
I love it. Then we got none other than Mama, the doctor, the entrepreneur, the queen, all of those things. She is in the house, the first lady. She's got so many nicknames, I almost forgot one. She is in the house. TP is her name. What's going on, TP?
Blessings to everyone. This is soup season. This is also the day where it's so cold that you just have to put on your long johns and PJs.
There you go.
So blessings to everyone.
There you go. And then he pretends to see every week, got the sunglasses on. We love to pick on him. For those of you who are new to the show, this man, his name is Radar, but we like to call him Radar Charles because he got them sunglasses on. Radar, what is up?
What's up, Big T? Narrow is the way. When the NHL is underway, baby.
There you go.
AP's here. TP is here. Stats is here. Everybody's here at Big T, so I'm excited, baby.
There you go. Hey, and he went 6-0 last week on the picks.
Yeah. I mean, that little tidbit. You know,
y'all remember when he used to be terrible at the picks? Now he's doing pretty good. I'm telling you, he's pretty good. And then lastly, but not least, we got our baseball expert, and it's in the heart of his favorite time of year. Baseball playoffs is going on. Stats is his name. And if you want to know any stat about baseball, he will tell you. He's our baseball guru. Stats, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, y'all? We're going to chop it up about the playoffs later, but it is almost time for the World Series. So I decided to take on some other sports, in which I will get to later.
All right. And there you go. So Stats will be having his baseball update, get us updated on what's going on in the world of baseball. And coming up on this, and together we're the Tunnel Crew, watching everything that happens inside and outside the tunnel, leading to the lines of competition in the world of sports. Coming up on this edition of At Home with the Crossover, we talk Bills and Chiefs, as well as all things Week 6 of the NFL. Alabama and Tennessee had an absolute classic on Saturday, so we'll chop it up and break down what happened there. Like we said, the Major League Baseball playoffs are in full effect, and Stats will bring us all the news on that. And we got all of that and much, much more coming up. But first, we're joined by our friend, our man, and he is still.
Wait, hold on, Big T. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
He should be the intern because he gonna lead and not come back until
Yeah. Hey, he got it like that, man.
He got it like that.
He got it like that.
I just wanted to call him the intern because that's how he be moving. You know,
Hey,
he always where the money at.
That's right. Hey, and he is still the longest standing season ticket holder in Carolina Hurricanes history. And if you're new to the show, if you're a new listener, it pleases me to introduce to you Larry. He joins us every season to talk Carolina Hurricanes hockey and to talk NHL hockey. He loves hockey. He's passionate about hockey. And he joins us right now. Larry, what's going on?
Oh, man, a lot's going on. It's cold weather, just like they were talking about.
That's right.
Hockey season. We're into it now. It's the best time of the year for me. I love it.
There you go. Welcome back. We're glad to have you back for the first time in this 2022-23 season. And let's recap what happened in the playoffs real quick, because the Carolina Hurricanes they had a great season last year, and they were on fire, and they got in the playoffs and were taking the distance in the first round, 7 games, but they pulled that out, and then went in the second round and went the distance, 7 games, lost to the Rangers, unfortunately. Then the Rangers went on to get smacked by Colorado. Tampa Bay. And Tampa went on to get smacked by Colorado, ending their bid for a three-peat. So just real quick, recapping, what happened there. How proud were you of what they accomplished and what you're looking forward to them doing this season and the things they did in the offseason as far as the moves and stuff that they made?
Okay. It was great. It was a great run. We really played very well. They really played very well. Could have beaten the Rangers. Mm-hmm. They just could not get that win that they needed on the road. Mm-hmm. To make things a lot easier. We didn't have enough push down the middle, trying to get that goal, and it just showed up.
Yeah,
we just didn't have what it took to get to those finals.
Yeah.
So what we did was we went in off season and we picked up a big defenseman, Brent Burns. And if you haven't seen him, you got to see him. You would think that he's a wrestler. He's bald. He's got a long beard and he has no front teeth. And he is a beast. He is in his late 30s. Maybe he may be 40 now, but he works out all the time. And if you know anything about our coach, Rod Brindamore, his nickname is Rod the Beast.
Yep.
Because of the way he worked, Rod the Bod, because of the way he works out. And the rumor going around is Rod finally has someone he can work out with. So it is it's phenomenal how he plays, how he's been with San Jose for many years, and he already loves Carolina. He loves being on the Hurricanes team. So that was our big pickup. And then we also got a fella from Las Vegas, and it didn't cost us anything to get him. It was for future considerations. His name is Petrocelli, and he injured himself before the season even started. And he is out until about February. He's got a torn ligament. And but when he comes on, he is going to be a big part of us finishing up and being able to have the strength in the playoffs. So I really think we have a very good team right now. We have a fella named Netchus who was on the team for the past 2 years. All of the fans were complaining about Netchus because he didn't move, he didn't bang, he didn't go to the net. He's already had 3 goals and a point in every game that we've played. He basically, the coach said to him, you either play this season or you're going somewhere else.
Wow.
And he's really showing that he's got the spark. And so I think we're going to be in good shape.
Hey, it's good that you mentioned that real quick. I'm gonna let somebody else get in, but I just want to throw this out there real quick. Hey, all the moves and everything they've made so far, it's paying dividends. They've jumped out to a 3-0 start, 11-3. They've outscored the opponents in those 3 games.
Yes.
So it looks like it's paid off.
Yes. Now, Thursday's game is against Edmonton Oilers.
Mm-hmm.
The NHL magazine has picked Edmonton and Carolina to be in the finals this year.
Wow.
That's who we beat in 2006 to win the Stanley Cup.
That's right.
So all of that's ironic.
Yeah.
And Thursday night is going to be our first real test to see if we can stand up to these great teams. There are a lot of great teams out there.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Anybody want to jump in here and ask Larry something?
I had a question for Larry.
Yes.
So I saw that there was a little bit of shuffling with the backup goaltending. I know we got Frederick Anderson starting because I got him on my fantasy hockey team. But I don't know who the backup is. So can I get a little outlook on the goaltending? I saw Mrazek is with the Blackhawks, I believe, now.
Mrazek is with the Blackhawks, but he did not play for us last year.
Right.
He played for Toronto.
Mhm.
Toronto let him go, and Chicago picked him up as I guess he's going to be their main goalie.
Okay.
We have the same goalies that we had last year.
Okay.
Ronta and Anderson.
Okay, so Ron.
So Ronta is the backup. Well, he's not really a backup. It's really kind of a tandem 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Most teams are going that way instead of a main goalie and a backup because there are 82 games in a season.
Mm-hmm.
And they got to divide that up.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good question.
Svechnikov scored 2 goals the other night against Seattle. That was pretty good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy about that.
The Kraken.
The Kraken with Ron Francis. With Ron Francis, who used to be our main player and so forth. So he's the general manager out there. He really doesn't have much to do with the Carolina Hurricanes. He doesn't like us. That's fine. That's fine.
That's fine.
I got his autographed puck. That's all right.
Hey, anybody else got a question for Larry?
No questions, Big T. I'm just can't wait to hear about this bearded guy with no teeth.
You got to see him. You got to see him. Pull him up on Wikipedia. Brent Burns, Burns. He is a beast.
Hey, you know what's funny when you were describing him, Aggie P, boy, he was like, yeah.
That's what we're talking about, Aggie P. That's what we're talking about. And we've got another one, Chatfield, who is who just came up from the minor leagues, and he's got a beard and he looks like a wild man, and he is a wild man, and we got him on defense too. So
yeah.
Oh man.
Well, I got a question that's not Hurricanes related. I was watching ESPN last night and I saw the goal by the Boston player. Did you see that going down the ice and he went between the guy's legs, and it was an amazing goal. I mean, it was pretty impressive.
I envy those guys and how they do that.
Yeah.
It's really amazing to watch. Yeah. And that's what drove me to watch hockey. Is I watched Mario Lemieux come from the center of the ice, drive around the players, and go in and score a goal. And I said, that's just beautiful.
Yeah. Well, Larry, hey, we really appreciate having you as usual. This is the first of many because it's a long season. We look forward to getting the updates and finding out what the Canes are doing. You got a hockey name of the day for us before you leave?
Yes, Leon Draisaitl.
Leon Draisaitl?
Draisaitl. Draisaitl. He is from Cologne, Germany. He plays for Edmonton. He is a great player. Watch him Thursday night, and let's see if we can't shut him down.
All right. Hey, Larry, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it, man.
Okay, man. Thank you, guys.
All right. Take it
Go
easy.
Canes.
Go Canes. Hey, that was our man Larry joining us, and you look forward to hearing from him all season long during the NHL and Canes season. All right. When we come back, we'll get into our hot topics. You're listening to At Home with the Crossover.
So sad when the joy is here. What's the answer? Joy in the morning. Crossover. You can find them all right here on 100.7 WLJF. There's no need to be down when there's plenty of joy to go around. Get your daily dose and turn that frown upside down. Love and Faith Radio, 100.7 WLJF, The Joy.
My name is Priscilla Van. I'm with Hometown Insurance Service. I'm an independent insurance agent that specializes in Medicare, senior solutions, life, and health. I work with dozens of companies so that I can offer you the appropriate coverage as well as the affordable price for your insurance needs. If I can help you, please contact me at my website, hometowninsuranceservice.com, or email me at hometown.inservice, or you can find me on Facebook at Hometown Insurance Service. Thank you.
Times are changing. We all have questions about the future. Join us as we find the answers through the Word of God.
Love and Faith Christian Fellowship invites you to join our congregation. One church, 2 locations, Greensboro and Kernersville.
We're helping people on their path to find God as we provide spiritual leadership and growth through diverse ministry.
Celebrating over 25 years of ministry. Join our Love and Faith community where Jesus Christ is Lord and the people are loved.
All right. Welcome back to At Home with the Crossover. And make sure you catch us every Tuesday night on YouTube. You don't want to miss all of this excitement, all of this fun, all of this joy. The joy of the Lord shining through each and every member of the Tunnel Crew. If you're new to the show, you know, the Queen, TP, you know, Aggie P, Birdman, Radar Charles, Stats, myself, you know, you don't want to miss us having fun, letting the joy of the Lord shine through. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. And you can find us on YouTube. Go to the Love and Faith Radio YouTube channel. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Tell all your friends about it. That's 7 p.m. on Tuesday nights. And then on Thursday nights at 7 p.m., catch the audio version of the original Crossover Sports Show. You can find it online at WLJFradio.com. And you can also download the WLJF app. It's available both on Google Play and in the iTunes Store. Queen, you look like you were going to sleep there. You know, yeah, I like that. She got the little pillow, the hand pillow. All right. Well, we want to thank Larry once again for joining us in his usual time spot to talk Carolina Hurricanes, NHL hockey. And like I said, look forward to that every month during the hockey season. He'll be joining us on the 3rd Tuesdays. And now we move on to our hot topics. The hottest stories of sports may not be what everybody else is talking about, but it's the things we, the Tunnel Crew, want to talk about. And there was a classic played on Saturday on Rocky Top. You know, the Tennessee Volunteers, a lot of people, you know, didn't think they could get it done, but the Vols took care of business, 52-49. Pulling off, you know, a mild upset, if you want to call it that, just a teeny weeny upset, you know, against Nick Saban and the vaunted Alabama Crimson Tide. Game had it all. The Vols built a 28-10 lead in the second quarter, but Alabama quickly came back and with, I think, a minute and a half, about 4 minutes into the third quarter, tied it up at 28-all. And then from there, it was nip and tuck, back and forth. I thought, oh, man, Tennessee's going to blow it. You know, once you let Alabama back in the game like that, you figure, oh, man, it's over. But right after Alabama tied it, one strike from our hometown guy, Hendon Hooker. I think it was, about a 70, 60-something yard pass? I mean, touchdown, split defense. takes it in for a score. And like I said, it's back and forth from that point. Alabama took its largest lead of 49-42 with 8 minutes left to go. But once again, Hooker comes right back with a strike and ties the game up. And basically with 21 seconds left, the game was tied. Bama missed a 50-yard field goal, giving Tennessee excellent field position. And in basically, like I said, 15 seconds, Hendon Hooker completes 2 passes, one for 27 yards. I believe the other one was for like 18 yards, and put them in field goal range. And they got a 45-yard field goal to win the game. And they beat Alabama 52-49. Tunnel Crew, your thoughts on this quarterback duel that saw last year's Heisman Trophy winner, Young, throw for 455 yards, 2 touchdowns. Hendon Hooker threw for 385 yards, 5 touchdowns, completed 70% of his passes. Streaks that were broken by Tennessee. They had lost 28 straight games against the AP top 5, 19 straight games against the AP top 3, and 15 straight against Bama since Saban's been there. They broke all those streaks with that win. Tunnel Crew, your thoughts on this classic college football game?
Great game, Big T. Battle of the quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
We saw good offense. We saw, good defense. I think we can say out of the 2 quarterbacks, we probably looking at the Heisman for this year.
Yeah.
Both of those guys were throwing that ball, man, tight windows and everything. So from my perspective, what I saw, man, hey, it was just a great game. And I know, like everybody thought, when Alabama was coming back, that was Tennessee was going to fall. But they held out and they won it. They deserve it. It's their time.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, Big T, if I may say so myself, since I got that on my 6 picks.
Oh, Lord. But you wasn't the only one. The Queen picked Tennessee.
No, that's neither here nor there, sir.
A&T picked Tennessee.
We're not talking about me right now. We're talking about me. I got 6-0 because I picked Tennessee. And and somebody on the panel said that he wasn't impressed with the Heisman hopeful. Did you see that on the thread, Big?
Yeah, we saw that.
He wanted to spin around in his chair.
She wasn't impressed, huh? Hey, wasn't impressed. Hey, well, okay, go ahead and speak, Bird.
I'm not impressed. Anybody can win the Heisman. Bring home a national championship to Greensboro. Then we'll talk. Anybody can bring home a Heisman. Heisman is equivalent of them saying that, oh, we have recognized your accomplishments as being one of the best players in the sport that you can possibly be. Here you go. We're going to hand you this trophy, but it means nothing. It means you don't win a championship.
Go ahead, Stats, because I'm not even going to respond to that.
I mean, think about it, okay? The man played college football for a lot of different coaches, and he's in that works, and he's excelling, so they're recognizing the accomplishment. If he does, in fact, win the Heisman Trophy, that's what it means. Doesn't mean you're going to have success in the NFL. It doesn't mean you'll have success in the college football playoffs, because winners lose in the national championship because they just couldn't do enough. AP lost to USC, and he won a Heisman. So I just feel like that a Heisman does mean a lot, even if it doesn't mean a lot in your college career. It can mean a lot for your pro career and your confidence, I think.
Yeah, well, and right now he's not the Heisman winner. He's just in the race. He's in the hunt. He's in the race. He's probably number 1 or number 2, depending on which. I mean, a lot of people saying C.J. Stroud is still number 1. I don't know who Ohio State has played. I mean, Ohio State hadn't played anybody, so I'm like, how can he be over Hooker, who just beat Alabama?
Right.
I mean, But anyway,
Michigan will take care of that. Michigan.
Queen, you look like you were ready to say something.
Of course. So on our YouTube channel, Nisi Pfeiffer said, "Yay, I am so glad Bama lost."
That's right.
She said she's glad that Bama lost. Also, I'm going to say this. Of course, we want Hendon Hooker to win our hometown.
That's
You know,
right.
that of course is our hometown guy that made recognition, and we want to see Hendon to do well. I'm gonna put him there for the Heisman.
Yeah.
Because I want to see him lead and do well at the school in order, like you said, against Bama is big.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or is Birdman acting like Hooker has scorned him in some way, shape, or form? I mean, like, this dude is really like he ain't trying to hear none of it. TP.
Well, you know why, don't you? Because he probably doesn't, because Alan Hooker, of course, being an Aggie.
Okay.
Okay. It's a big deal. And Alan Hooker was the one that actually gave me my tour when I went to A&T. So I know what he put into for his sons. He does have a son that's a quarterback at A&T.
Yep.
But it's really, really good to see him as far as with his son, Hendon. Yeah. So Birdman may not like the Aggies. I'm sure he wants to go.
I just so good with all this hateration.
So you're uncomfortable.
Well, look, everybody can't be an Aggie.
Radar said he like to hate with the best of them. And it's making you uncomfortable. Huh?
I'm uncomfortable with this resentment. It's just a lot of resentment.
What can we do to change your perspective, man, on how you actually feel about a Heisman Trophy?
I mean, think about it.
I think that's like one of the greatest things a person can achieve. It's not easy.
Hey, 385, 5 touchdowns, and 70% completion. That was nothing.
One question, but that was one throw. It was only one bad throw.
Yeah.
Let's overreact here.
And he talked about the Heisman like it was the Wendy's Player of the Week. That's not.
That's what's getting me. Whether it's Hendon Hook or whoever.
Yes.
Why are you hating the Heisman Trophy?
Hey, you see Bryce Young and Tebow and all them on commercials on the Heisman. That's how big that is. Hey, washed up guys that I ain't seen in 25 years. I'm sitting there looking like, who is that? That's Charlie Ward.
That's right. Heisman Trophy.
That's Charlie Ward. Okay.
He won the Heisman. He was good at one point.
Can we change your mind, Birdman? Just a little, man.
Reggie, come on, man. Reggie.
If they win one more game, I'll be impressed. If they keep this undefeated streak, I'll be impressed.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, and
that's right.
He hasn't won it. We're just saying he's in the race,
You ain't changed his mind. He talking about he be impressed. They ain't changing nobody's mind.
Right. But you're impressed with Jalen Hurts.
Someone said Baker diminished the prestige of the Heisman.
Jalen Hurts has won a national championship. Hendon Hooker has done nothing.
Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Now it's time for stats. Give us your baseball update, my man.
All right. So I'm going to start off with an interesting theme this week. Individual achievement only gets you so far in baseball. Sometimes you're tired of being the guy underneath the bat. One of my favorite quotes of all time comes from the mob cult classic, The Untouchables, with Al Capone, portrayed by Robert De Niro, spoke of how baseball is a great sport, and at the plate, it's a chance for one man to have great individual success. But if the team doesn't come through, it means nothing. He was singling out one of his fellow mobsters and proceeded to beat the man to death with a Louisville slugger. Boy, Josh Naylor of the Cleveland Guardians got caught celebrating too early after homering off Garrett Cole in Cleveland in Game 4, rocking the baby when he's running around the bases saying, "I own Garrett Cole." No. Just like in 1995, the Cleveland Guardians were too arrogant and they got beat down, just like in the movie. They got sent home today, 5-1 by the Yankees in the Bronx on a sorry offensive effort on a Bronx fall afternoon. The Mariners and the Braves didn't physically die, but their World Series aspirations did. Arguably because of lack of team play. Both teams had outstanding contributions from their youngsters all season, only to fold like a cheap tent under the bright lights of October. It was heartbreaking. And the Mariners probably feel much worse than the Braves. They used a lot of energy on Saturday in an 18-inning, which was basically a 2-game series, which basically led to them getting swept in 4 games instead of 3. It was just incredibly horrible. And they couldn't score at all. But they got sent home 1-0 by the Astros. Astros are back in the ALCS for the gazillionth time. The Padres, they got sick and tired of being beat up by their big brother Dodgers. In the terms of the existence of the franchise, the Dodgers have been around even longer than the Padres have in terms of existence. The last time the Padres made the NLCS was 1998, the year in which your guy Stats was born. And they finally figured it was time to make it back to the championship series after 24 years, and they put the Dodgers out. Everybody's mad at Dave Roberts, but the Dodgers they hammered the Padres all year, and I knew it was something fishy about that. I was like, why are we beating them so much? And then we finally lost to the Padres. We're home. It doesn't matter. They won the World Series. I'm cool. Let the Padres have some fun. Also, in 2021, the Dodgers beat the Giants when we got beat all year by the Giants. So that's not an uncommon thing in baseball for the team that's getting destroyed all year to come back in the playoffs and beat them. It happens a lot in baseball. The Dodgers also lose a lot when Kershaw loses. The third time that's happened for the Dodgers. So they got to do some things with the rotation, but they get their 2 aces back next year. That being said, though, in baseball, anything can happen. The wild card series opened up a lot of things. Don't be surprised if this happens a lot more because it was already happening before the wild card series with the Royals, the Giants, and one more team. Oh, the Nationals coming out of in the World Series. So it's not like this never happened before. We love baseball because anything can happen and it's unpredictable. Stay tuned for the championship series of the playoffs. New York, Philly, San Diego, none have won the World Series in the last 13 seasons. And that's all for Isaac's Baseball Report on this week.
All right. Thank you. Hey.
Good job.
That was a great job. You're listening to At Home with the Crossover. Catch us Tuesday night, 7 p.m. on YouTube. Go to the Love and Faith Radio YouTube channel. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and tell everybody you know about it. When we come back, it'll be time for the question of the day.
Why so sad when the joy is here? What's the answer? Joy in the morning, the crossover. You can find them all right here on 100.7 WLJF. There's no need to be down when there's plenty of joy to go around. Get your daily dose and turn that frown upside down. Love and Faith Radio, 100.7 WLJF, the joy.
My name is Priscilla Van. I'm with Hometown Insurance Service. I'm an independent insurance agent that specializes with Medicare, senior solutions, life, and health. I work with dozens of companies so that I can offer you the appropriate coverage as well as the affordable price for your insurance needs. If I can help you, please contact me at my website, hometowninsuranceservice.com, or email me at hometowninsurvice, or you can find me on Facebook at Hometown Insurance Service. Thank you.
Times are changing. We all have questions about the future. Join us as we find the answers through the Word of God.
Love and Faith Christian Fellowship invites you to join our congregation. One church, 2 locations, Greensboro and Kernersville.
We're helping people on their path to find God as we provide spiritual leadership and growth through diverse ministry.
Celebrating over 25 years of ministry. Join our Love and Faith community where Jesus Christ is Lord and the people are loved.
100.7 WLJF.
All right, welcome back to At Home with the Crossover. Be sure to catch us Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. YouTube is the place. And the Love and Faith Radio YouTube channel is what you want to look for. Go there. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Tell everybody you know about it because you don't want to miss the Queen, representing. You don't want to miss Aggie P representing the Giants and the Aggies. You don't want to miss Birdman with his belt and Radar Charles pretending to see and stats, giving us all the baseball knowledge that anybody can give you. All of that. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. YouTube. And then on Thursday nights, catch the audio version of the original Crossover Sports Show. You can find it online at WLJFradio.com. You can also download the 100.7 WLJF app, and it's available both on Google Play and in the iTunes Store. All right, it is time for our question of the day, but I got to set it up first, because this is a fast-moving show. When we have Larry on, things move quickly. So I'm going to take a lot of our little stories, throw them out there right quick, because it's going to lead into our question today. So NFL front, Eagles 6-0 after taking down the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football 26-17. The Jets are 4-2. Yeah, the Jets, after they went into Lambeau and beat Aaron Rodgers and the boys. Aaron Rodgers said, we got to simplify the offense. Matt LaFleur said, I don't know what he's talking about, So they got some stuff going on there. The Giants rallied in the fourth quarter, like we said at the opening of the show, to go 5-1. And the Ravens just can't hold a lead in the fourth quarter. Lamar Jackson throwing 2 interceptions, or had 2 turnovers in the fourth quarter of that game that allowed the Giants to score 14 points in 8 minutes and come back and win that game after the Ravens led 20-10 going into the fourth quarter. And then the NFL classic, the classic game, like the Tennessee-Alabama game, the Bills beat the Chiefs 24-20. They repeated some of the same stuff we saw in the AFC Championship game, with the letting them go, in 12 seconds this time. It was 13 seconds in the playoffs, let the Chiefs drive and get a field goal that, tied the game up before halftime instead of tying it up at the end. And but this time was different because Josh Allen led him on a game-winning drive, had that leapfrog over the guy, looked impressive. I mean, seeing a big 6'4" guy jump over a dude like that, he looked nimble. And then threw the dart in the end zone to the tight end for the touchdown to put him ahead. Then on the first play, Mahomes was picked off, and it had a lot to do with Von Miller's pressure in his face. Von Miller had 2 sacks, 5 quarterback pressures on the day. And so the Bills end up winning that one 24-20. Moving over to the NBA, the NBA kicks off tonight. You got a couple of games going on tonight. This is LeBron James' 20th season. Couple of things to mention here. The experts said the Bucks are the team to beat. They got Golden State, the second best odds, and the Clippers, number 3 odds to win the championship there. A lot of the experts are saying Luka is going to win the MVP. And Zion Williamson has lost 30 pounds. This dude is 22 years old. He's lost 30 pounds, and he had a quote that I had to write down. He said, I want to destroy everyone this year. And I'm going to tell you, I saw he looks pretty good. So that's a scary thought if that's his mindset. I want to destroy everyone this year. So the question of the day is this, based on all that stuff I just laid out there. Who, what, and was? Now let me explain this, okay? Who is the best team in the NFL? Is it Birdman's 6-0 Eagles? Is it the 5-1 Giants? Is it the 5-1 Buffalo Bills? What excites you the most? Is it the NFL season not even at the halfway point and having all these close games? By the way, the NFL is setting records for 1-score games. This is the most 1-score games the NFL's ever had this early in the season. College football. We had that classic we just talked about. So what is the most exciting thing? Is it the NFL season, the college season? Is it the NBA kicking off? Is it the hockey season since we had Larry on? Is it any of those things? What is most? And then was the Alabama-Tennessee game the greatest game of the weekend, or was the Bills-Chiefs game the greatest game of the weekend? So that's what you got there. Who, what, or was? That's the question of the day. Tunnel Crew, you can answer it any way you like. All right? So I'm handing it off to you. Who, what, or was? Oh, Birdman's going to start. Okay, go ahead, Bird. Go ahead.
So, like I said in the opening, we shall mount up with wings as eagles. We are the best team in the NFL. You guys asked me that question about week 4, and I told you we got to wait till the bye week before I can say that. But I feel confident in saying we are the team to beat. We're the best team in the NFL right now.
He sound cocky.
Think about this for a second. If God is in it, then who gonna stop us? Because if you don't see it on our pre-games, everybody on the team, from the coaches all the way down to the players, they kneel in the end zone and they pray before the game. And I know that's cliche because, well, every team does that, but you can really see the move of God in the team. And I'm not saying like that God is the reason why we're undefeated. I'm just saying like if God is in something, I'm saying that like to say this, if God is in something, you can't lose if God is in it. You put God first in that.
Okay, that's good testimony. I like that. All right. So the Eagles, Bird went with the who is the best team in the NFL, and confidently said my 6-0 Eagles. All right. Okay. All right. Next.
Okay, I have to. Okay. All right. Birdman. Who did the Eagles beat this season, Birdman?
Who are you talking about? Who are you talking about? First of all, we made Cooper Rush look like an idiot.
It's Cooper Rush, he's a backup.
No. Sir. Don't do that. Because you were all up in my text messages a few weeks ago talking about, well, I'm glad we won, but we should have won.
Yeah.
It's Cooper Rush. I want Dak back. You remember them text messages?
Okay, hold on. Let me jump in here. I don't want to squash the back and forth, but stick with the questions, Stats. Hey, don't just get the man going. You answer the question.
The greatest game of the weekend for me was rolling into Miami and handling their business. That professional win from the Minnesota Vikings. And they won a few games like that. When they went to London, that's not a defensive football team. The Vikings are the best team in the NFL.
Hold on, man. Okay. They're 5-1. Okay. But are you gonna seriously say a 24-16 win against a team that was on their third string quarterback?
Doesn't matter. The losing.
Hey, that was an impressive win. Hey, they went 3-0, 5 straight possessions.
South Florida is a tough place to play. You know.
Okay, all right.
He's a Cowboys fan. Forgive him.
Okay. So we're gonna move on. Stats said the Vikings is the who. Who's the best team in NFL? The Vikings. All right, let's go to somebody else.
We just went from bad to worse.
Who's up next? Oh man.
Radar, you up next?
Okay, I'll go next. I am surprised at how excited people get when they get so 6-0 to 7-0, and they know that letdown is right on the brink. That's what I look for. I look for that disappointment, Aggie. That's what I like to see. Like people like Birdman get all their expectations up real high. And then when they let him down, next show he gonna have the blanket over his head like a Cam Newton.
Listen, I'm not underestimating, but let's look at the schedule here. Steelers, Colts, Texans, Green Bay. Y'all ain't looking so good. Commanders, we gotta play them again. Cowboys, we gotta play them again in Dallas. So I mean, who we can run the table?
And I'm gonna say this and make my last final point.
Haven't played the Giants yet.
And you know,
Giants ain't nobody.
Aggie, you know I've said this before, and it comes true because I don't know why he acting like he his team the only team that prays in the NFL. All of a sudden, everybody else are Gentiles and Philistines. All of a sudden, so nobody else prays but the Eagles. Now, all of a sudden, God is all up in the Philadelphia Eagles. He ain't trying to help nobody else out. That is God's team.
That's
God's team. I say all that to say this.
Hey, Birdman, man. Hey, stick with your team. I like what you're doing.
So you like it?
I mean, you go to fight until the end for those Eagles. And
there you go.
Boys, deep.
He is.
I love it. You come up with some stuff and you're gonna stick with it. I like it, Birdman. I like it, man.
All right, next up.
Oh, I can go next. Wow, the best team in the NFL, my opinion, right now at we're 6 games in, I would say is the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
Okay. That's just my opinion all around. Now, like we all know, everything can just change.
Yep.
And we have this conversation 4 or 5 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Buffalo might be at the bottom of the conference. Right now, today, I think they're playing the best ball.
Yep.
Over the weekend, the best game for me was the Alabama and Tennessee game.
Yep.
Okay.
Because I have history there, with Allen Hooker and his son, and it was just great to see them beat Alabama, and and it just his testimony of what he went through at Virginia Tech, and making a transfer to Tennessee, and finally getting to show his talents, to the world and what he can do.
Yep.
Everything, and I'm just so happy for that man, and plus, the young man is a Christian too.
Yeah, yeah.
He loves the Lord. He would tell you on a constant basis that he does.
Yeah.
They can even have a book out with scriptures and stuff that he go over, before the game and that type of thing. So
that's all right.
Yeah. So as far as the best game, hey man, that was to me for the weekend. And I'm just glad, where we at now in sports with the college games, and the NFL games, man. It is some exciting games.
Yes.
Being played. I mean, Monday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, if you're a football fan, this is your time of the year.
All the games are exciting.
Yeah, make sure your internet, your cable is working.
That's right.
Just watch football and enjoy it. Yeah.
TP.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really see NFL wise where I feel like there's a great one, but I just really want to say everything that Aggie P just said about college was my thoughts, and I think that I expressed that earlier in the show.
Yeah.
So if I had to, instead of NFL, if I had to go college, that would be it. But as far as the NFL, and I know we had to stick with the question, but I guess it's just because I'm so much of a fan of all the teams of the game. I have one. But
can I remind you of something, TP? Can I remind you of something? You remember when you was telling us about Coach Prime
and
the 60 Minutes special about how he was going back into the college, the community, and giving back and uplifting the students. And you said you were in all about his son getting the NIL deal from Tom Brady.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he did.
And Dion said
right now they're saying he's swag. So
that's right. Yeah. Hey, Eddie Robinson Jr. was giving him a hard time. So you ain't swag. Dion said, that hurt me, man. That right there hurt.
Right.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm gonna close this out here. Hey, I'm gonna agree with Aggie P. I mean, hey, I can't stand Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo used to beat Miami back in Marino's prime years, and they went to 4 straight big games and kept losing. And I was like, man, I can't stand them. And so it kills me to give them any praise, but their ceiling is so high. Bird, your Eagles are good, but I think the Bills' ceiling is much higher, man.
I'm calling that matchup. I'm calling it right now. It's probably going to be us and the Bills.
Okay.
Two black quarterbacks in the big game. It's going to be us and the Bills.
Okay. All right. Hey, Bird done went in. Hey, he went on record. He done went the Bird the Greek.
Yeah, went on the record. Boy, we're going to come get that belt.
Hey, everybody, catch this at-home edition of the Crossover Tuesday night, 7 p.m. on YouTube. Go to the Love and Faith Radio YouTube channel. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Tell everybody you know about it. Then on Thursday nights, catch the audio version, the original Crossover Sports Show. You can find it at WLJFradio.com. You can also download the WLJF app. It's available both on Google Play and in the iTunes Store. When we come back, it'll be time to wrap this show up. We hope you enjoy it.
Why so sad when the joy is here? What's the answer? Joy in the morning, the crossover. You can find them all right here on 100.7 WLJF. There's no need to be down when there's plenty of joy to go around. Get your daily dose and turn that frown upside down. Love and Faith Radio, 100.7 WLJF, the joy.
My name is Priscilla Van. I'm with Hometown Insurance Service. I'm an independent insurance agent that specializes in Medicare, senior solutions, life, and health. I work with dozens of companies so that I can offer you the appropriate coverage as well as the affordable price for your insurance needs. If I can help you, please contact me at my website, hometowninsuranceservice.com, or email me at hometown.inservice, or you can find me on Facebook at Hometown Insurance Service. Thank you.
Times are changing. We all have questions about the future. Join us as we find the answers through the Word of God.
Love and Faith Christian Fellowship invites you to join our congregation. One church, two locations, Greensboro and Kernersville.
We're helping people on their path to find God as we provide spiritual leadership and growth through diverse ministry.
Celebrating over 25 years of ministry. Join our Love and Faith community where Jesus Christ is Lord and the people are loved.
It's time now for the crossover wrap-up report. Let's send it back to the tunnel crew.
Welcome back to At Home with the Crossover. Hey, Queen, do we have any social media shout-outs, comments from the fans and listeners of the show?
So Miss Niecy Pfeiffer has definitely been within the conversation here in the YouTube room.
There you go.
So Miss Niecy Pfeiffer has just basically said that she didn't think that Bird cares for Hendon Hooker.
That's pretty obvious.
I don't think Bird cares for him.
That's pretty obvious.
Yeah, she also said that Dallas fans, she said Dallas fans, that was all about Rush. Now they want Dak. And she said, and then she said, did he just say Vikings?
Hey, now stats. Hey, if them boys are standing on the podium in February with the confetti, we'll apologize to you. I mean, they are 5-1 right now, so. Hey, a couple of quick mentions before we get into our results and everything. This happened right before we came on the air. Deshaun Jackson has signed with the Ravens. You know, Lamar Jackson needs some help because them fourth quarters are killing him. So they got Deshaun Jackson giving him a little speed. Since he lost Hollywood Brown, he needed some speed at the wide receiver. So Deshaun Jackson, hey, keep in mind he's 35 though. He turned 36.
That's what I was about to say. Do he still have speed?
Hey, he turned 36 in December, so we'll see. And then the Panthers traded Robbie Anderson to Arizona yesterday after he got into a verbal altercation with the wide receiver coach. Twice he went at him, and Steve Wilkes, boy, he wasn't having it. He told him, hit the showers, get on out of here. And then the next day traded him. So, hey, Steve Wilkes down there laying down the law.
Interim law. Interim.
Yeah, interim, that's right. He got to flex his muscle, you know. All right, well, let's look at the results from last week. Hey, Radar, like we mentioned at the beginning of the show, went 6-0. Radar, 6-0. He's got 9 weekly wins. I went 5-1. I have 11 weekly wins. And the Queen, since the Yankees won, we're going to update that stat. She went 5-1. So congratulations, Queen. She's got 8 weekly wins. Bromel We're gonna update him since the Yankees won. He's 4-2. He's got 14 weekly wins. He leads the way in the overall. And then stats, we're gonna update him since the Yankees won. He went 4-2, and he has 3 weekly wins. Birdman also gets a win because the Yankees won, so he went 3-3. He's got 7 weekly wins. And Aggie P is bringing up the rear. He went 2-4 on the week. He got the hoodie on. The NFL killed him. He went 0-3 in the NFL. So that was the one that killed him. And then
so a win from somebody, please.
The overall standings look like this. Bromel has 135 wins. Aggie P and Radar are tied at 126 wins, but Aggie P has the tiebreaker because he has more weekly wins. I have 123 wins. I'm in fourth. TP has 117 wins. She's 6 games out of the last spot for the playoffs. Birdman has 108 wins. He's 15 games back. And Stats has 104 wins. He's 19 games out of the playoffs. All right, so the games look like this. We had to pick our NFL pick 3 like we've been doing. Any 3 teams that you haven't already used. And then we had college football, Syracuse at Clemson, UCLA at Oregon, Kansas State at TCU. All of those are ranked versus ranked teams. NBA kicks off this week. We got the Lakers at the Warriors tonight. Grizzlies at the Mavs on Saturday, and then the Major League Baseball playoffs, the Astros versus the Yankees in ALCS. You have to decide who's going to win that series or lead it by the next show. And the Padres and the Phillies in NLCS, you got to decide who's going to win it, or would it be tied by the next show. All right, Bromel went with the Patriots, the Cowboys, the Giants. He's got the Yankees winning the series, and he's got Clemson and TCU in college football. Aggie P.
Okay, I got my Giants, and this was hard, but I got to pick them sometime. Cowboys, the Patriots, Clemson, UCLA, and TCU.
All right, next. I took the Bengals, Cowboys, Patriots, and NFL. I got Clemson, Oregon, college football, and I got the Golden State Warriors beating the Lakers tonight. Radar.
First of all, I don't know why I'm going like 4th and I'm 6-0 this week. I should have went first. I just wanted to put that out there. Anyway, I picked the Giants in honor of Aggie P, of course. Steelers, Lions, Clemson, Oregon, and TCU.
All right.
Talk to Sister Linda about this. This is Apple.
I have the Patriots, the Chiefs, the Giants, Clemson, Oregon, and TCU.
There you go, Queen. I like that. Next, Bird.
I got the Saints, the Chiefs, the Patriots, Clemson, Oregon, and KSU.
All right, Kansas State. All right, Stats.
Wow, I went with the Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
I went with the Patriots. I got the New York Football Jets. Go Jets. New York Football Jets. The NLCS is tied at 3 because I don't know who's gonna win that series. And I'm gonna say Clemson in college football.
All right, time for your shout out. And Brother Percy, his 3 NFL pick 3: Cardinals, Patriots, and Jets. All right, time for your shout out. So shut up and play.
Queen. Everyone, we thank you all for listening.
There you go. Aggie Pink.
Shout out to all football fans.
Birdman.
Shout out to my Eagles.
All right, Radar.
Shout out to TP.
Stats.
Hey, my shout outs to the Detroit Red Wings for not being as awful as the Lions are.
All right. My shut up and play is shut up and coach Nick Saban. Shut up and go out and win a game. All right. For all of the Turner crew, I'm your man, Big T, signing off and saying, no matter where you are, look up, know that your creator's there. Until next time, see ya, and we might want to be.
That's all we have for you today. So be sure to join us next week for the crossover. And remember, the Tunnel Crew don't play unless we have something to say.